Happy birthday, Mom. One thing that you always taught us in our lives is to be extraordinary. And lately I've been thinking about my life and if I've been extraordinary, if I'm doing anything extraordinary, and I've kind of been down on myself, and I realized that something that I am doing is extraordinary, and that's being a mom. And it made me think of you, my mom, and you are an extraordinary mom and an extraordinary person. You do things that other moms don't do. My mom is cooler than your mom. You are always thinking of others, and when you do things for other people, you make sure that every detail is perfect, and you go above and beyond, or as you've always told us, to go the extra mile. And you've taught me how to be selfless and how to think of others. And I remember when my friends would come over to our house, I would be so proud to show them your designs and things that you've done, and I'd say my mom made that, and they were blown away. And I was always, and still am, so proud of who you are as a person and who you are as my mom, and your talents and your abilities and everything that you create. And you truly are an amazing artist, and you've always shown us how to be creative and think outside of the box. And because of you, I was able to create this. The reason I chose to do this painting is because whenever I think of Holland or our Dutch heritage, it makes me feel at home. And home was always a happy place because you made it that way. And thinking about all of our Dutch traditions, and always having wooden shoes out, and the advent calendars, and you telling the St. Nicholas story, it's just a really special part of my life. And you've made my life wonderful, and I will always be indebted to you for that. And I like you and love you very much, and happy 60th birthday. It's 60 years that you should be very proud of, and nothing you do is ordinary, and that makes you extraordinary.
Hi, Mama. Happy 60th birthday. I wanted to talk about how you being the creative genius that you are has really, really influenced my life. I've just always been impressed with everything you've done, from the tiniest of things to the biggest things. The way you create something from nothing and turn it into something incredible. I just will never ever get over how incredibly creative you are. And I've just tried to follow in your footsteps, and just an ounce of creativity that I could get from you would be an amazing blessing to me. Your art has not only impacted me, but my kids. You know, they draw something or they see something and, oh, B would love this. I got to show B. And that's something that I will always, always be grateful for. Knowing how much they know you love art and creative things, and how they love them too because of you. And all I do is just help them to keep understanding that and how important that is. The other thing is that's really special between you and I, that I've only come to really, really appreciate since I've been more of an adult. So I feel like in the last 10, 15 years is our bird hobby that we both really love. Especially living so far away. You know, birds, I see a bird and it connects me to you somehow. I know that either you know the bird already, or I'm able to find out the information, and you know, we can talk about that, and it's just something that I'm so grateful that I love. You know, hearing a bird, I immediately perk up my ears and try to listen and figure out what kind of a sound it's making, where is it coming from, what kind of a bird is that, it's just something that really fills me with such joy. And again, that's something else that my kids love and notice because of you and because of me, and they realize that. And the other day, Nolan, I was trying to talk to him, and he runs to the window and he wasn't paying attention to me, and he says, "Mom, there's a big red bird outside." And you know, it makes me so happy knowing that they recognize them too, and they are on the lookout whenever they see them all the time. And it's very special to me, and it's very important to me. So your creativity has driven me to do things that I wouldn't normally do. You know, I think, what would Mom do? You know, I got to put on my mom hat, and not me as you, my Becky hat, and figure out what to do here, because you've given me that. It's in there. It's in there for me to be great because of you. And I am so grateful for that. And so, because of you, I was able to create this. Like I said, birds are just something so special to me, and something that I hold dear between you and I. And these birds, they make me so happy. And I love you so much, Mom. You make me happy. I like and love you.
Hi, Mom. Happy 60th birthday. As I've been thinking about all of the different creative things that I've been able to see in my life, and how proud I've been to call you my mom, whether it's been telling my friends or telling the Bagleys that you were the one that made Gardner Village the way it is today, or Corn Bellies, or the dozens and dozens and dozens of amazing creative projects that you've done for me or anybody else over the years. I can't believe how incredibly special it is to think about those experiences and to know that I have such a creative mom. But I want you to know that with everything you've done, I want to tell you that I am proud that you're my mom because of other things that you have taught me and inspired me to do. I want you to know that I am so grateful that I know I have you to come to for anything, no matter what it is, big or small. And as I've thought back about all the different times in my life where I've known that and been able to rely on that, how incredibly important that is for me to be that person for my future family. So I want you to know that you're my hero, and I love you very much for that. One of the things that, as we thought about this project, for me, was thinking about my happy place. I have two happy places. One, anytime I'm feeling sad is or frustrated or whatever, I try to get to the back porch of Pinky and Grandpa's house looking out the backyard. And the other one is a really important time in my life where the Bluffdale house was just getting situated, and as a teenager not really understanding why my mom was doing all these crazy things with this red, white, and blue theme and hanging a car on the wall and having her table legs painted blue. But that time became incredibly important to me as I think back, and there's a happy place where I can go and have Ernie being sitting on that back table, jumping on my back, and just having that feeling. And because of your creativity, and more so because of your presence and your spirit of wanting to have a peaceful and Christ-centered household, that I know I can rely on that to get me through things. And that red, white, and blue theme has stuck with me, and I think about it all the time. And so because of you, I was able to create this flag that to me represents everything from your creativity, and also much more than that, of really how you've taught me to be a faithful, hardworking husband and person. I try to do things because of the things you've taught me. I know that you have never done anything, and excuse my French, you've never half-assed anything. And that is something I think about all the time, that I know that no matter what or what the situation is, that I can rely on you for anything I need in this world. I like and love you so much. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and I hope your 60th birthday is fantastic. In case you don't like any of these flags, I also painted another half dozen because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like and love you.